Welcome back. In this video, we deep dive into the subject of perception is projection and how this can transform and fast track your personal growth, but also what you're manifesting and creating in your life. Let's go. Perception is projection basically states that what you see in the world is what you project onto it, meaning that we don't see the world as it is, but as we are. And this sums up pretty much those old saying that's been with us, forever, as within, so without, as above, so below, as in a microcosm, so in a macrocosm. It says that whatever we have within ourselves is what we will experience outside of ourselves. And very often we are unaware of those shadows. What Carl Jung used to call those shadows aspect of ourselves, our hidden beliefs, hidden thoughts, and repressed negative emotion, and aspect of ourselves that we project on other people and that we are unaware of. And this concept of perception is projection is made famous by Carl Jung, the very famous Swiss psychologist. And he said very famously that what tend to irritate us the most, what we tend to dislike the most about other people, can lead us to understand ourselves the most. And that as long as we don't make our unconscious mind conscious, it will continue to run our life, and we will call it fate. Whew. What a powerful saying, isn't it? The challenge is that most of what we do, most of what we think, most of what we project onto other people is subconscious. What does that mean? It means that we may see things and consciously be aware of it, but we're not aware that it comes from us. It comes from certain beliefs. It comes from certain emotion. It comes from certain aspect of ourselves that needs to be realigned, that needs to be healed, that needs to be released in order for us to be able to break those patterns of projection and of course, perception. Because look at this way. In the past, I used to look at successful people in a very, judgmental way. I used to see them as, manipulators, or as, you cannot trust them, or as, bad people. Mostly because I was educated that way. That's the belief that were going around me when I was young. But I didn't realize is that I was subconsciously projecting on successful people my old unconscious buried belief. And it had nothing to do with them, because not all successful people are like that. And even though it's irrelevant, but the challenge that was creating in my life is that I was preventing myself from being successful because I didn't want to be a bad person. So you can see that what you project on other people can have strong limitation on yourself and in your life and in your behavior, and often enough block you from the very things that you want to do. That's why understanding this concept can really be a fast track to your personal growth. It's the saying of saying one finger is pointed at other people, but you have 3 fingers pointing back at you. So whatever you judge in others, you should really look at what is in you. So how do you use this concept between your own life then? If what you're projected onto other people is mostly unconscious and you're mostly unaware of it, how do you bridge the gap? The most important key and the most important element here is this. You have to be willing to take personal responsibility for what you see and what you project on other people. This can be very easy when you're projecting good things on other people, when you're projecting your own unconscious qualities and strength on other people. Because we also project, good things, not only, bad things, but it can be much harder when you project bad qualities, untrustworthiness and ugly, and cannot trust them, they're bad people, they're all of these judgments that we can have and that we make on other people. Because then we have resistance, and then we feel like, I can accept that I am like that person, the good guy and rich and talented and all of that, but not him. I am nothing like him. And that resistance, the anger, the judgment can really come and block us from seeing what is being, mirrored back at us. What is it that person is coming into our life to show us? Because people, we could say, are nothing like a blank canvas that are coming in our life. And if they come often in patterns, It means they're inviting you to see something that you really need to see because you need to heal that part of you for your own personal growth. And that can be sometimes very difficult to accept. But as you ask yourself, what do I see in that person that is also between me? You can start to become aware of the beliefs, the thoughts, the aspect, the memories, whatever it is that comes up. Because that's where you need to start to shift your perception. That's the unconscious shadow becoming conscious, which you can then start to integrate. And how you do that is often through forgiveness and through, accepting what is there. And I could make a whole video because it's quite a, shadow work is a long topic, and I've made video about things like that in the past. But forgiveness, forgiving the judgment between ourselves, forgiving whatever emotion arises and feeling those emotions and allowing ourselves to, process that, but also heal the judgment that we made on other people and forgive other people for what they did and, whatever may be involved in that action or in that act or whatever was happening, is a process that not only frees us, but can also free other people. So forgiveness is really about us being able to move on and cleansing that projection that we make so that we no longer project those subconscious shadow over and over again, but that we can then move on and create a new destiny. So the first step to recap and to sum up this process would be to really make a list. Notice, what are you projecting on other people most of the time? Start to spend some time to become aware, consciously aware. Are you, judging maybe successful people as well? Are you, judging people on social media for being pretentious because they're posting certain type of photos or certain type of content? Whatever it is that comes up very often in your perception of other people, of the world around you. Write it down, notice the patterns, and start to observe and start to ask yourself, what is it that I see in them that is present between me? Look for the belief, the part of you, the aspect. If you see what comes up, and start to accept those, start to forgive whatever comes up. Another tool, another thing you can do is to start to consciously choose to see those people as being blessed, as being whole, as being healed, as being perfect the way they are. Because people are not their behaviors. And as you consciously make the decision to see other people as being whole, healed, and well, you also start to change and heal your own subconscious projection over time. Because here's the thing about perception is projection. As long as we cannot, automatically see other people as being whole, healed, perfect, and, amazing, to that degree, we are not ourselves. And so as we are able to shift over and over and over again and peel that onion over and over and over again and release all those judgments that we carry between us, we become fully integrated human beings, but also we allow ourselves to be fully more connected with the people around us, because we are all part of the same thing. So I hope this video brings some awareness of how you can use this powerful yet deep subject to bring, amazing fast-track transformation in your own life. Let me know what you think in the comment, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Be well.